Before we kick off this video, check us out on Instagram at customkeys_. That's custom with a K. And subscribe to this channel for more keyboard related content. Alright, I'm sure we all know this feeling, aka the most satisfying feeling in the world, when we're down to putting on the last few keycaps of our custom mechanical keyboard build, when, bam, RGB color vomit is the first thing that greets us upon plugging it in. Well, here's how you can fix that. You'll first want to open up the computer you're hooking up with the keyboard, and then, in the browser of your choice, go to caniusevia.com. From there, the site's pretty easy to navigate. Just scroll down and click Download VIA as such. Then you're linked to this GitHub page that can be a little intimidating at first, but just know that if you're a Mac user, you'll want to download the mac.dmg extension, and if you're a Windows user, you'll go for the win.exe extension. I'm using a Mac for this, and from there, just give it a second to fully download. Once it's ready, go ahead and drag it into your Applications folder. When you try to open it up, you may be greeted with this warning, but do not fret. Go into your System Preferences, hit Cancel on the warning, and then enter into your Security and Privacy division of settings. There should be a little note telling you why they blocked you from opening VIA, but you can easily bypass this little road bump by unlocking and allowing your computer to open anyway. Then go ahead and lock back up, and voila! Ladies and gentlemen, VIA is now open. Right off the bat, in the upper right hand corner, VIA detects which keyboard you're using, and automatically displays the layout of your keyboard in the middle for you to see. The firmware does a lot more than merely setting up the RGB lights, but I feel like when I was first starting out in this hobby, I was so confused on just setting up my RGB configurations. So this video will hopefully get you started on that, and then you can try to get fancy with layering and macros, etc. after dipping your feet in the water with the RGB. First things first, the brightness bar obviously controls how bright you want the light. The nice thing about VIA is that you get an automatic response from your keyboard in real time of the changes you're making. For dynamic light patterns, you can also customize the speed at which you want it to flow. Now here's the fun part where you can play around with the effects and patterns and sort of realize that the customization of your board doesn't stop with the physical build, but extends to things from the RGB lighting to the accessories that you can pair with it, which is sort of how I got sucked down this custom keyboard rabbit hole. Some cool patterns include this one, where you can set complementary colors to surround the alphanumeric keys and your modifier keys. You can set the colors by clicking their respective boxes and play around with what you think suits the board and your setup. With that color selection, there are patterns you can apply that use the same two colors you choose. For example, you can go with this gradient selection or this raindrop look, which is kind of cool. The ones that I would avoid are these cycle all or cycle horizontal or vertical, just because the colors themselves are that random RGB look, unless of course you're into that. It's all about your preference. After messing around with the colors, I just stuck to this look, but there are more advanced settings you can go into, such as this caps lock indicator that you can set. When you press the caps lock, the entire board's RGB turns that color. The other advanced settings include some layering stuff that you can experiment with as well. And with that, you're set with some basic knowledge on where and how to get started with customizing the RGB of your keyboard with the VIA firmware. Hope this video is helpful in some way, shape, or form, and feel free to subscribe for more keyboard-related content.